You may be seated. Welcome, graduates, students, esteemed guests, faculty, staff, and all who have been kind enough to join us this afternoon. My name is Christopher LaPointe, and I have the privilege of guiding you through today's White Coat ceremony, honoring Clarkson University's Physician Associate Class of 2025 as they receive their long white coats. This is a significant milestone, one that marks the students' transition from classroom learners to clinical providers. It is also a time to recognize the many people who have helped make this journey possible. I am joined by an exceptional group of professionals who have devoted their expertise, energy, and compassion to the program and to our students. If I may, I would like to introduce the PA faculty and staff. Dr. Tushar Sirsat, Dr. Heather McKinnon, Professor Sam Lucas, Dr. Chris DeGault, Dr. Faymata Soa, Professor Nikita Galiber, Professor Jessica Martin, Professor Kylie Sands, Ms. Emlyn Cohen, and Ms. Tammy Monroe. We are also grateful for the ongoing support and leadership of two individuals who have been instrumental in shaping the direction of our program. Dr. Leonard Johns, the founding dean of Lewis School of Health and Life Sciences, and Dr. Robert Rogers, medical director since the inception of the Physician Associate Program. And before we move forward, it is only fitting to take a moment to recognize two visionaries whose passion and commitment have transformed healthcare education in the North Country. Barb and Earl, otherwise known as Skip Lewis, have long been champions of rural healthcare, dedicated to improving both access and quality for communities often overlooked. Their unwavering support of this PA program and the broader School of Health and Life Sciences that bears their name has made a lasting impact on the region and beyond. More than benefactors, Barb and Skip are advocates. They continue to strive for excellence in the often overlooked corners of the world, working to ensure that even the most remote communities receive the care that they deserve. Today's ceremony is more than a celebration of our students. It is a reflection of your enduring ideals: service, access, and equity in healthcare. The vision for the program was rooted in your deeply personal recognition of the gaps in rural healthcare, especially here in the North Country. The vision lives on through our continued focus in preparing providers to serve rural communities. Today, more than 40% of PAs working in our community's rural hospital system are Clarkson graduates. What began as a commitment to meet a pressing need has grown into a legacy of impact, and this is only just the beginning. Today, Barb and Skip, thank you for being here today, and thank you for in believing in what we do. It is now my great pleasure to introduce a special guest, Dr. Michelle Larson, the newly named 19th president of Clarkson University. Dr. Michelle Larson is a physicist and visionary leader serving as president of Clarkson University, bringing with her a lifelong passion for science and community impact. Over 2 decades of leadership experience in rural higher education institutions, landmark museums, and complex research collaborations, Dr. Larson is known for her collaborative approach and strategic leadership. She also holds the distinguished honor of being the first female president in Clarkson's history, a milestone that brings with it inspiration, progress, and possibility. Please welcome me in joining President Larson.
Thank you. It's just an honor to be here to celebrate this remarkable achievement of our Physician's Associate graduates and to mark this important transition and journey into service and healing. The white coat you'll receive today is far more than a symbol. It carries the trust of patients you have yet to meet, the responsibility of knowledge you have yet to master, and the promise of compassionate care that will define your careers. Your time at Clarkson has tested your resolve, expanded your skills, and deepened your understanding of serving others. You have faced complex challenges in the classroom, during clinicals, and within yourselves. And you've met those challenges with both determination and heart. Becoming a PA demands technical excellence, empathy, humility, and resilience. And it asks that you see patients, not conditions, not as conditions, but as people. You listen carefully, you advocate fiercely, and you care deeply. But you know all of this, and I'm betting it's exactly why you're here today, having made it this far. Today's ceremony is a milestone and also a reminder. Your education does not end here. The best clinicians are lifelong learners, curious, reflective, and always striving to improve your practice. As you step forward, you are stepping into something larger than any individual. You are playing a vital role in helping keep humanity strong, healthy, and thriving, one human at a time. Your hands, your mind, and your heart together will shape the well-being of communities for years to come. So wear your white coat, not as a shield, but as a bridge, a way to connect, comfort, and lead with compassion. Congratulations on all you have achieved. It has been my pleasure in my short time here to have met several of you, and I look forward to meeting the others. I cannot wait to see the difference you're going to make in this world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Larson. Each year, the cohort of students come together to reflect on the mentors who have shaped their clinical journeys, those who have challenged, inspired, and left lasting impressions not only on their education, but on who they'll become as future providers. Please join me in welcoming Brandon Formosa as he introduces this year's Distinguished Preceptor of the Year.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Clarkson PA Class of 2025 graduation and white coat ceremony. My name is Brandon Formosa, and I'm one of the co-presidents of Students Without Borders with Simone. For those of you that are not familiar with SWAB, it is an organization run in our PA program. Every year, we plan a mission trip to Nicaragua to provide healthcare and education to the local people. While we are there, we host pop-up clinics and provide home visits to members in the community. Our goal with SWAB is to educate and provide treatment to those in need. Most of our funds are obtained from the local health system as well as through our annual PA School Haunted House, which raises the funds needed for the trip. The Haunted House is a class effort and one that I know we will remember and cherish for years to come. The SWAB mission trip could not be executed without everyone's help. I know this trip has given all of its participants a new look on medicine and the ability to adapt to environments in which they are limited resources. I hope that with this experience, everyone learns something to help better meet the needs of their future patients. I know personally this trip has enhanced my passion and solidified why I wanted to become a PA. One of the goals of SWAB is to give patients the students the ability to care for patients autonomously in an environment that is comfortable and students have the support when needed. On the mission trip, we were able to use the skills that all of our preceptors have taught us. For those that are not familiar with the PA education, each student has a preceptor for their rotations. During the rotation, the preceptor acts as a teacher, giving us an environment to learn and grow as future providers. Each one of us is a combination of all of our preceptors, utilizing the techniques from each and every one of them that we find beneficial in our clinical practice. Without them, we would not have the knowledge or confidence as we begin our careers. Every year, the Clarkson PA class wants to recognize a preceptor that has made a lifelong impact on our class. This preceptor started by giving us an emergency room lecture during the didactic year before becoming a preceptor and mentor to many who rotated through St. Lawrence's emergency department. He worked to provide us with our schedules and provide a safe, enjoyable, and comfortable atmosphere for all students who rotated in the ED. He also had an end of the rotation meeting with us and took all of our feedback into consideration for future students. We know that he always had our back during our ER rotation through St. Lawrence Health. With that, I want to thank and recognize Dr. Grattan, the ED Director of Messina and Governor Hospital, for all his hard efforts in providing with the Preceptor of the Year. Dr. Grattan, your guidance and dedication have shaped not only how we practice medicine, but how we carry ourselves as professionals. Thank you for being a mentor to each of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Good afternoon. I'd like to start by saying thank you to everyone. It's truly an honor to be selected for this award. I've had the pleasure of working with the Clarkson PA program for the last several years. With each cohort, I found a group of bright, eager, and incredibly dedicated individuals who have consistently challenged me, pushed me to stay sharp, and reminded me why I chose this profession in the first place. To the students, thank you for your energy, your curiosity, and your willingness to learn. You make the long hours and the hard days worthwhile. To the faculty and staff of the program, thank you for your support, your guidance, and for creating such a fantastic environment for both students and preceptors alike. And finally, to my colleagues and the rest of the medical team, I thank you for your patience and your welcoming of these students into our practice. What they say is true. It does, in fact, take a village. This award isn't just about me, it's about the collaborative effort that goes into shaping the next generation of healthcare providers. I'm incredibly proud to be a part of this program and have had the opportunity to work with so many talented individuals. Thank you again for this honor, and I look forward to continuing to work with and learn from each one of you.
Thank you, Brandon and Bruce. Bruce, we can't thank you enough for all that you do for our students and for the community as a whole. Now it is an honor to welcome back someone who has left a lasting impression on both our students and faculty, Dr. Deanna Denault. All of you remember Dr. Denault as a dedicated and inspiring professor here at Clarkson University, where she taught this cohort of students before making the thoughtful decision to return home to be closer to family and pursue new professional opportunities. In May 2024, she joined MGH Institute in Boston as the Associate Program Director and Associate Chair for the Department of Physician Assistant Studies. Deanna brings with her a wealth of experience in PA education. She has held key academic roles at Franklin Pierce University and right here at Clarkson, where she served as our Director of Didactic Education. Her teaching expertise spans pharmacology, cadaveric anatomy, physiology, pathophysiology, and her passion for medical education is matched only by her commitment to the success of her students. We're so proud to see how she continues to grow and lead in the field of PA education, and we're thrilled to welcome her back, if only for a visit, to a community that continues to cheer her on.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I feel so far from you, and I have this urge to pace right now, but I'm not going to do that. Friends, family, faculty, honored guests, and most importantly, the Clarkson PA class of 2025. It's truly an honor to stand with you today as you reach this profound milestone, donning of the long white coat. This white coat represents more than a role. It is a promise to your patients, a promise to your colleagues, and to yourselves, to lead with knowledge, compassion, and integrity. While today may feel like a starting point, your journey as a healthcare provider began long before this moment. Years of hard work, sacrifice, and determination have brought you here today. So as you put on this coat, you're not just stepping into a new chapter, you're affirming everything that has already shaped you and everything you're committing to become. With that in mind, I'd like to offer 3 reflections, guiding principles that you may have heard me mention before, or maybe perhaps read in an email or 2. Stay hungry, stay humble, stay hungry, and stay connected. Number 1, stay humble. Wearing this white coat comes with a responsibility. It signals trust from your faculty members and your future patients. You've already accomplished so much. You've come from all over this country, New York, Michigan, Colorado, Florida, Vermont, Hawaii, California, Wisconsin, Missouri, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Before arriving to Potsdam, you've already carried with you clinical experience, dedication, and a lot of compassion. You worked as in traumatic brain injury centers, in cardiac rehab, dermatology, blood mobiles, and homes for individuals with disabilities. You've served as phlebotomists, scribes, medical assistants, EMTs, CNAs, surgical assistants, and more. And here at Clarkson in rural upstate New York, as I like to tell my fellow colleagues down in Boston, Canadian border New York, you faced long days and longer nights, cadaver labs, simulations, callback days, research presentations, and so much more. You didn't just study medicine, you lived it. But even with all these experiences, remember this: the heart of medicine isn't knowledge alone. It's hard for a scientist to say. It's about being present when people are at their most vulnerable, listening deeply to their stories, holding space for their pain, and offering comfort when that's all you can give. Let your humility lead you, because this white coat, it reminds you that you're a healer first and a student forever. Number 2, stay hungry. This is my favorite piece of advice, many of you know. If humility grounds you, hunger will fuel your growth. You've already shown resilience and perseverance through countless challenges, but this is just the beginning. Medicine isn't static, it evolves, and so must you. Let your curiosity guide you. Keep asking questions and keep asking why. The human body and spirit are endlessly complex. Soon, your focus will shift beyond grades and exam, that one exam coming up. It will be about the kind of provider you choose to become. So let your hunger guide your growth and practice medicine with awe, with curiosity, and with the wonder that brought you here in the first place. And number 3, stay connected. This may be the most important lesson and perhaps the reason why I'm standing in front of you today. Throughout this program, you've supported each other. I've witnessed it. The mints passed around before the exam soft exams, the single sim stress, the OSCEs, all those PBL cases, the haunted infirmary preparation, the teddy bear tosses, and those unbelievable experiences you shared in Nicaragua. Through these, you were there for one another. I can still feel your connection, even though I've been physically gone away for the last year. I feel more connected to you now than I have at the end of our first farm course in term 1. Why? It's because medicine isn't just about science. Again, very hard for me to admit, but it's true. It's about people. It's about treating the person and not the numbers. You may remember this from labs and diagnostic course, also in term 1. It's about listening with empathy, respecting dignity, and simply being present, even when there's nothing left to fix. In medicine, you won't always have a 100% cure rate, but you can and will have a 100% empathy and connection rate. So continue to lean on each other, stay connected to your patients, to your team, to your family, and yes, to yourselves. You'll always be stronger together. In conclusion, as you put on your white coat today, remember, it's not just a symbol of what you know, it's a reflection of who you choose to become. This coat carries the weight of trust, compassion, and responsibility, but it also carries power, a power to heal, to listen, to lead, and to change lives. So as you step into this next chapter, stay humble, because humility keeps your heart open. Stay hungry, because curiosity will push you to grow. And stay connected, because you'll never walk this path alone. You're not just future physician associates, you are advocates, you are healers, and you are the future of medicine. Class of 2024, Clarkson Physician Associates, your time is now. And I, along with everyone in this room and those who are also streaming online, cannot wait to see the impact you will make. Congratulations and thank you for the invitation.
Deanna, thank you for your thoughtful and powerful words. They serve us all as a reminder for the journey that we're all on together. So now I'd like to introduce Professor Samantha Lucas, who will guide us through the rich history and deeper significance of the white coat ceremony, the enduring symbol of our commitment of compassion, integrity, and service to healthcare.
In the ever-evolving narrative of medicine, the white coat has undergone a remarkable transformation, a journey that echoes the dynamic spirit of our times. Long ago, black coats veiled the dedicated hands of those delving into the mysteries of the human body. In those early days, the somber hue of black was not merely a statement of fashion, but a solemn tribute to the silent teachers, cadavers, who bestowed their wisdom upon the aspiring healers. As time moved forward, out of the shadows, a beacon of science emerged. Scientists, those intrepid explorers of the unknown, donned coats of beige. Each stitch is a testament to the relentless pursuit of knowledge. The lab coat, a symbol of inquiry and discovery, became their standard. As the tides of progress swept across the medical landscape, physicians too sought refuge in the sanctuary of science. Embracing the lab coat, they forged a covenant of trust with their patients, a silent promise of competence and integrity. But it was the color of purity that ultimately captured the heart of medicine. White, with its pristine allure, spoke volumes of cleanliness, virtue, and righteousness. In an area marked by the relentless battle against unseen foes, the hue of purity stood as a bastion of hope, impervious to the stains of doubt and uncertainty. With the advent of aseptic surgery in 1889, the white coat ascended to its rightful throne as the quintessential emblem of medicine. In the hallowed halls of medical archives, sepia-toned photographs immortalize the gallant surgeons, their white garb a shield against contamination. Fast forward to the present day, where tradition entwines with innovation, the tapestry of medical education. The white coat ceremony, a cherished ritual born in the crucible of Columbia University in 1993, has blossomed into a global phenomenon, embracing not only physicians, but also a myriad of healthcare professionals. Like the hollowed hood of academic regalia, the length of the white coat serves as a silent herald of the wearer's journey. For our students, the first coat bestowed upon them marked the dawn of their quest for knowledge. Today, as they stand on the precipice of their professional odyssey, a longer coat will adorn their shoulders. This is a tangible symbol of their metamorphosis into graduate practitioners, poised to make their mark as physician associates. Next, we will proceed to the main event, the donning of the white coats. I would like to ask faculty, family members who will be coating their loved ones to please step up onto the stage. Emlyn Cohen will read the names, and please hold your applause until the end. Thank you.
The following students will be coded by their advisor, Professor Christopher Lapointe. Rachel Bradley. You can applaud. Kylie George. Kathy Fan. Hunter Hewitt. The following students will be coded by their advisor, Dr. Tushar Sirsat. Liam Cummings. Shay Patoy. Janelle Walton. Brandon Formosa. Grace DeYoung. Simone Chabot. The following students will be coded by their advisor, Dr. Heather McKinnon. Sarah Dimick. Hannah Laterno. Nicole Stone. Matthew McClarty. Victoria Piero. Brooke Bissett. The following students will be coded by their advisor, Professor Samantha Lucas. Marissa Needleman. Gabriella Vettorella. Today, we also have a special honor as we coach several students whose family members also serve in the medical field. This is a moment not only to celebrate the achievements of our students, but also recognize the dedication and commitment that runs deep within their families. These students carry with them a legacy of healing and compassion instilled by their family members, and today we acknowledge and honor this shared journey in healthcare. Fariel Chowdhury, by her father, Dr. Shahid Chowdhury. Teresa Emer, by her mother, Lori Emer, family nurse practitioner. Casey French, by her cousin, Christopher Lapointe, physician associate.
Thank you, Emlyn. To our newly coded healthcare professionals, please rise and come to the front of the stage. It is now time to recite the oath of service. Join me as we pledge our solemn commitment to the noble calling of caring for others through the practice of medicine. Please repeat after me. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-malfeasance, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will work to constantly support patient advocacy and empower my patient to be active partners in their medical treatment. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to promote compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community. I will give unselfishly to the local underserved community where I am identified as a new medical leader. I will work diligently not only to treat diagnosed medical diseases, but to also promote preventative care. I will respect my professional relationship with the medical team in which I will work. I will share and expand knowledge with the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. Congratulations to our new colleagues. Please be seated. I'm excited to welcome Simone Gibault to the stage. So you guys can be seated yet. As co-president of Student Without Borders, she is a strong leader and a source of inspiration to many. Today, she is here to share a few words with her classmates as they take their important step on their journey.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Simone Gibault, and I had the honor of serving as co-president of SWAB with Brandon. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for being here. We are so grateful to be here and could not have done any of this without the support and love from each and every one of you in this room. So sincerely, we want to thank you. And a big congratulations to the class of 2025 physician associates to this incredible milestone of completing our medical education. I am truly honored to be speaking on behalf of such an exceptional cohort. Over the last few years, we have grown so much personally and professionally. We have supported each other through our shortcomings and celebrated each of our individual and collaborative achievements. We have shared endless laughs, cries, and countless memories, including that one summer night after a week with a pharmacology exam, comprehensive practical, and a clinical medical exam. But in the wise words of one of our professors, that's all I'm going to say about that. Over the last 2.5 years, we have braved North Country winters, late night study sessions, competitive class cahoots, weekly walks, coffee shop grand rounds, competing in the Dragon Boat Festival, working together, scaring the community in our haunted house fundraiser, celebrating holidays together, learning how to not kill patients in sim lab, learning sterile technique and how to not get yelled at in the OR, learning how to perform a proper rectal exam, and learning how to run a successful code when patients crash, and much more. We have come so far as we have tenaciously chased our dream of working in medicine. During this time, we have built a special community with friendships that will last a lifetime. In the words of William Osler, medicine is a science of uncertainty and an art of probability. The practice of medicine itself is an art, not a trade or business. The practice of medicine is a calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your mind. This holds true. This holds true as we recall all the hard work we've put into studying medicine and the rewarding moments, knowing we've made a difference in patients' lives. Because ultimately, our value will not be held in what we know, but it will be held in what we share. As we march forward onto the next chapter as new providers, may we always remember where we started, continue to push ourselves forward, and to always stay hungry and humble. Thank you.
Thank you, Simone. See, it's easy to get up and stand in front of people, right? Yeah. Now we're going to move on to our presentation of awards. This year marks the first time our physician assistant students, physician associate students, participated in Clarkson University's campus-wide research and project Spotlight, or RAPS, an event that highlights academic excellence and innovative research across disciplines. All presentations were reviewed by a panel of judges using criteria such as clarity, originality, scientific merit, and overall impact. We are proud to announce that the Best Graduate Poster Presentation in Physician Assistant Studies has been awarded to Liam Cummings and Rachel Bradley for their project titled The Relationship Between Obesity and Social Drivers in St. Lawrence County. Their work sheds important light on the complex interplay between health and social factors in our own community. Liam and Rachel, please come to the stage to accept your award. Before you all leave today, we invite you to take a moment to view the students' posters, which are on display in the lobby. They represent months of hard work, inquiry, and passion. Please enjoy and celebrate the efforts of all of our students. Next, we are proud to introduce a new honor, the Distinguished Character and Mentorship Award. This award is presented to a student whose consistent presence and selfless contributions have meaningfully shaped the fabric of the class, exemplifying the values of leadership, compassion, mentorship, and perseverance. Dr. Heather McKinnon will join us to recognize and celebrate this year's recipient.
This award honors a student whose quiet leadership and unwavering support for others have made a lasting impact. Matthew McClarty has spent countless of hours mentoring his classmates, offering guidance, encouragement, and simply being present. He leads not by stepping into the spotlight, but by making sure no one gets left behind. Whether re-explaining tough material, lending a listening ear, or showing up day after day, his steady presence has lifted not just this class, but those following behind you. Even through personal challenges over the past 28 months, Matthew never stepped back. He leaned in, working harder, adapting, and showing us all what real resilience looks like. He's a familiar face in our library. He's always focused and always leading by example. Through humility, discipline, and grit, Matthew has not only achieved personal success, he's inspired others to believe they can too. Matthew, thank you for being a true mentor and reminder that real excellence is about lifting others along the way. Please join me in congratulating the inaugural recipient of the Distinguished Character and Mentorship Award, Matthew McClarty. Have something for you.
And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Tujar Sirsat, who will present the Pi Alpha Awards.
Hello, everyone. Pi Alpha Award is a national honor society organized for the promotion and recognition of both PA students and graduates. The Honor Society is sponsored by our Education Association, Physician Associate Education Association, PAEA. One of the criteria for induction includes a final GPA of 3.5 or above. By the way, greater than 2/3 of our graduating class has earned that GPA level. Additional criteria for induction includes demonstration of significant leadership, research, community, professional services, and other related activities. The society also encourages high standard of character and conduct among students and graduates. Per Pi Alpha bylaws, only 15% of graduating class may be nominated. The PA faculty nominated 3 members of the class of 2025 for this honor. The recipients will receive a letter from PAEA president, a certificate suitable for framing, a lapel pin for their white coat, and a cord that they may wear with their regalia for commencement this evening. All of the year's inductees excel, not only academically, but also by providing excellent leadership and service within their class and community. I am proud to present the following students with the distinction of Pi Alpha membership. Hannah Leternan. Hunter Hewitt. And Kylie George. Thank you, everyone. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Len Johns, our founding dean of Lewis School of Health and Life Sciences, who will speak briefly before we present a distinguished award.
Hello, everybody. So we're going to be presenting an award here that normally isn't presented at this ceremony. Eric, would you like to come up? Professor Backus. And this is a special award that's given out by the university, by the students of the university, and normally bestowed upon a person. But my personal belief is this award should be looked at as an award that goes to the entire program, including the students. Eric.
Thank you, Dean Johns. Joining me on stage is Phalanx alumni and current president of the Alumni Association, Lisa Jeffers. So welcome her as well. I'm honored today to complete some unfinished business from University Recognition Day, which was held on April 12th of this year. As the advisor of Phalanx, Clarkson's highest honor society, I helped to oversee this event where we celebrate and recognize our highest achievers among students, faculty, staff, and community members that make Clarkson the special place that it is. The reality is, however, inevitably, some of those we seek to recognize have other commitments that don't allow them to be present for that ceremony. Such was the case for Professor Chris LaPointe on the 12th, where he rightly prioritized being a father over coming to these events. Well, today we seek to give him the recognition that he is due. Please, Chris, will you come forward? You see, during the ceremony, Chris, you were given an award, the Commendable Leadership Award. To explain why, I will borrow from what one of these wonderful students who nominated you had to say. Dr. LaPointe demonstrates the utmost commitment and dedication to the success of the PA program as a whole. His first year as director, he has worked diligently day in and day out for our program to run smoothly on the academic and clinical side, with a faculty shortage all the while working to ensure the program will pass accreditation. He has also dedicated additional time to help our students run the Students Without Borders organization. Not only does he still work clinically part-time, does this man sleep? He still works 12 hours a day, 3 days a week, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. He is a He is also present at nearly every volunteering and fundraising event with a smile. And overall, he is a kind and caring member of the community. Even with his busy schedule, he's always available for students when they need support. These are some of the reasons he is the perfect nominee for this award. Well, beyond a simple award, however, what was clear is that you in many ways define leadership. As such, the members of Phalanx selected you for induction into this esteemed society. Induction into Phalanx is a very rare but exceptionally good thing for faculty and staff, with less than 10% ever being so honored. So to make all this official, it is high time to do what we should have done back in April and give you your sash. Please raise your right hand. Worn over the heart, his leadership shows. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. So I have to admit, I didn't even know that award existed, which makes me standing here with it even more humbling. I come to work every day, not looking for praise or recognition. In fact, I usually try to avoid spotlight. Thus, I'm here. But I accept this honor on behalf of the incredible people that I work with, the faculty and staff, and most importantly, the students, who reflect the same values I try to live by: integrity, humility, and service to others. As Bruce so very well put it, it truly takes a village. Nothing we do here is accomplished alone, and the strength of this community is measured by the selfless acts we commit when no one is watching. That's the example the faculty and I hope to pass on to our students, not through words, but through our actions. So to the students here today, this is your reminder that greatness doesn't come from titles or recognition. It comes from showing up and doing the work. To you, our new practitioners, whether you are studying late into the night, helping a classmate push through the tough rotation, or comforting a patient during a vulnerable moment, those moments mattered. And now, as you step into the role of healthcare professionals, those same quiet acts will continue to define the kind of provider that you are. What you do in quiet speaks volumes, but what you do together, that changes everything. So thank you. Now back to the original speech. Today's celebration is one of dedication, of growth, and of becoming. Today, you don your long white coats, not as students stepping forward to begin, but as physician associates stepping up to belong. This coat is no longer symbolizes potential. It now signifies purpose. You wear it not just as a marker of what you've accomplished, but as a declaration of who you are ready to become: leaders, healers, advocates, and stewards of trust. This moment is more than ceremonial. It is a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage, a transformation into a role that carries both great responsibility and profound privilege. Class of 2025, from the very beginning, we challenged you to rise to the expectations of this profession, to lean into discomfort, to embrace lifelong learning, and to embody compassion even in your hardest days. And you answered. You did. You sat through lectures, pored over notes, tackled procedures, and faced simulations that pushed you to the edge of what you thought you couldn't handle. Moments when the pressure felt overwhelming. There were also moments of doubt. Moments when the path ahead looked impossibly long. Remember those? But still you showed up, and you supported one another, and you became a team. And while it's been a challenging 28 months for the students, I must also take a moment to recognize the incredible team that I have behind me. It's been a challenging 12 months for the faculty and staff as well. Accreditation loomed, and with it came countless hours poured into preparation, not only to ensure compliance, but to guarantee that these students got the same level of education as the cohorts before them. There were many meetings, many trial runs, and many sleepless nights spent worrying about what lay ahead. And yet, through that storm, this team showed unwavering grit. And as we push forward, we got more, thankfully. But here's what means the most. Our students didn't just watch from the sidelines. They lifted us. They supported us. They brought us treats when they knew we hadn't eaten, just as we constantly reminded them to do. They checked in on us to make sure that we were doing okay. That kind of empathy, that kind of character, that can't be taught in a classroom. Today, I'm truly honored to stand beside such a committed, passionate, and relentless team. I am proud of this faculty, I am proud of the staff, and I am proud of every student sitting before me. Because grit and determination are what lead to success, and that's exactly what you brought. You built on it, and you mastered it. If ever there was a moment in your future when you doubt yourself, pause and look back at what you've accomplished in the past 28 months. You stand on a foundation of strength, and now you have a lifetime to build upon that. Today, we honor you, but we also honor the people who stood beside you along the way. To the parents, the partners, the siblings, the friends, the mentors who encouraged, comforted, and lifted the graduates during the toughest days, thank you. Some of you traveled great distances to be here today, while others are watching from afar as we stream this ceremony live, unable to be here in person, but no less present in love and pride. And some of us join us only in spirit. To my left is our table of light, holding pictures and candles in memory of those who inspired this journey, but did not live to see its completion. Their presence is still deeply felt in the stories told, the values instilled, and the strengths our graduates carry forward. This white coat, the long one you received this afternoon, carries more than credentials. It carries stories, sacrifice, purpose, and promise. It says, I am ready. I am accountable. I will not only know, I will care. It'll get wrinkled. It'll carry ink stains, coffee spills, and maybe even a trace of a patient's tears, but it will also hold moments of profound purpose. The child's first breath, a patient's whispered thank you, the quiet satisfaction at the end of a long day, knowing that you made a difference. Deep in the pockets of the white coat, you will carry the memory of every challenge you've overcome, the values that shaped you, the names of patients that taught you, the steady hands of mentors, and the hope of those who depend on you. And let's be honest, a pocket full of snacks for the days you don't get lunch. Because sometimes compassion runs on jelly beans and granola bars. Wear it with pride, wear it with humility, and always remember who you are and why you started. You are not the same people who walked into this program 2 years ago, and you will not be the same people 2 years from now. That's the point. You are becoming. You're stepping into a sacred trust, into the lives and stories of others, with the knowledge, empathy, and professionalism that this field demands. You are ready. You might not feel it, but you are. So take this moment and let it settle into your bones. Feel the weight of the coat on your shoulders, not as a burden, but as a responsibility and as a promise. As you step into the role of the physician associate, know that your competence is only part of what will make you excellent. It will be your curiosity, your kindness, your steadiness under pressure, and your ability to connect that will distinguish you. Let Clarkson's values continue to guide your practice. Teamwork, because the best care is collaborative. Caring, because people will remember how you made them feel more than what you prescribed. Vision, because the future of healthcare will be shaped by bold, compassionate minds like yours. Integrity, because trust is hard-earned and easily lost. Diversity, because every patient brings a unique voice to the table. Service, because this profession is a calling. Diligence, because excellence doesn't rest. And growth, because there's always more to learn, more to give, and more to become. This profession will stretch you. It will humble you. It will demand everything you've got. But it will also reward you with moments that remind you exactly why you chose this path. This is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a lifelong responsibility. Wear your white coat with pride. Let it remind you not of what you've achieved, but of the difference that you are now equipped to make. To the class of 2025, you are ready, you are worthy, and you are very much needed. On behalf of your faculty, your mentors, and the entire Clarkson community, we are proud of you, we are inspired by you, and we cannot wait to see what you'll do next. Congratulations, class of 2025. And now please enjoy a look back at the extraordinary journey that brought us to this moment in a slideshow created by the class of 2025. Sure. We'll go down. I would like to now call the newly minted physician associates to come up to the front of the stage for a group photo. Family members, you may step forward to take photos of your loved ones. I would like to ask everyone to look around you and to remove everything from where you are seated. We'll be having graduation in the same space in a few hours, so we need to move things quickly out of here. So this concludes our ceremony. Thank you for joining us and making this a special day. It's a great day to be at Clarkson, PA.
Run up.